96.1 FM, and at this time, of course, it's still a return trip, but this is sort of a special segment on the show, and it's a few minutes before 7 o'clock. Of course, you know, at 7 o'clock, it will be time for the news at 7. And, well, it's all about rights. Our rights, digital rights. And today we're joined by our guests. Yes, we have our guests all the way from Avocats Sans Frontières, France. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I've been practicing it in my head. And we'll be discussing a critical issue that I know will interest every one of you out there listening to us at this time. Yes, a few days ago, we actually heard of that issue, the Boom Air incident, and we heard about all that happened. But it's particularly it's worthy of note that the person in question actually had a lot of things showing out there. So that will be our talking point today. We'll be talking about technology facilitated gender-based violence, or TFGBV for short. Okay, I think it's better if we use the acronym. So TFGBV, we'll be diving into this very important conversation. So join us as we shine a light on this pressing concern in the digital age. In our day and age, everybody is now a broadcaster. Once you have a mobile device, yes, you're good to go. So we're talking about technology facilitated gender-based violence, and we're joined by experts from Avocats Sans Frontières. So let us welcome our guests right here in the studio with us. We have Dr. Abiodun Odusote. He is an associate professor from the University of Lagos. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
We also have with him Dr. Folashade Adegbite. She is also an associate professor at the University of Lagos. You're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, we all have professors here, doctors and professors. I don't know. I wish I was also a doctor. But it's so cool having you with us right here in the studio to discuss this very, very important topic. But let's just delve into it. So first of all, for sakes of giving everyone a good foundation, what exactly is technologically facilitated gender-based violence? I'll direct this to you, Doctor. Okay, he should talk about. Okay, so Dr. Abiodun Odusote, let's dive into this.
Okay, basically speaking, let me just put it straight away.
Yes.
In summary.
Yes.
Technologically facilitated gender-based violence is violence that is based and facilitated by technology, by the devices we use, by our laptops, by our phones, by any iPad, by any technology we use. And is facilitated by reason of the fact that we use it for example, in the context that we're speaking, in the context of comfort.
Yes.
We use it to publish, to post our nudity, and we publish it to the global community. And that happened by reason of the fact of our gender. It's based on that. Okay. And that creates a big of buzz everywhere, and everybody keeps talking about that.
Okay, so you're implying that if perhaps it was a male, it might not have been like this?
Might not have that kind of effect.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's gender-based.
All right. Okay, so we're talking about this specific case of, as it's put here, the non-consensual, because she actually didn't approve to this, so, and it actually has circulated all over social media. And you want to say something?
You can imagine the type of trauma she'll be going through post that incident, and wherever she goes, that goes with her for life. And one thing about it is that internet does not forget. It does not forget. It can be caught up everywhere, every time. And wherever she goes, it goes with her. You can imagine the extent of psychological damage that it has caused this particular lady. So that is why we are here to create awareness, and that two wrongs will never make a right anyway.
Okay, so let's talk a bit about what are the legal implications?
Well, a lot. Well, she can claim damages for violation of our digital rights, privacy, intrusion, psychological trauma, endless possibilities for her.
Okay, because
yeah.
why I went straight to this was I was in a vehicle and a few people were discussing, and someone went straight to, she can actually sue Ibom Air, and a lot of other people were saying, first of all, she sort of maybe she was told to do something and she didn't.
Can I just explain that?
Please.
You see, we are not here to justify what happened or
what didn't
action.
happen, yes.
What we are here to justify is that there was no justification to tear her clothes. There was no justification to drag her. There was no justification
to do what they
expose
did.
her nudity. That is why we are here. And there was no justification to publish it.
Yes.
So that's why we're here. And it's a great intrusion and violation of our privacy.
Right. All right, Dr. Adegbite, let's look at the impact on the victims. Let's talk about this. Of course, we know about the stigma, like you mentioned, but let's talk about other, especially women.
Well, maybe before I go into that, let's talk about when we talk of a gender-based violence.
Yes.
Generally, we know what gender-based violence
of course.
is. But now we are taking it into the digital stage. Using the digital platform, it is not the one-on-one physical that we're talking about. It's the abstract, is the digital space. Technology is being used.
It's a whole new platform.
Yes, and when it is one-on-one physical, there is a limit in which probably if it's occurring here in Ikeja, maybe just 2-3 people will see. But when it gets to the digital platform,
even someone in
Moscow, in Russia, in Ukraine, in Tel Aviv, anywhere, they will see the picture. And like Dr. Odusote said, internet never forgives and never forgets. Now, the bottom line is that a right has been violated.
Yes.
Right to dignity, as specified under Section 34 of the Nigerian Constitution.
Okay.
A right. Then the particular incidents also, she can claim a lot, because a crime, we should not forget that, a crime has been committed, irrespective of what's brought about the crime.
Yes.
If you look at the Cyber Crime Act of 2024, if you look at Section 24,
Section 24
yes,
of the Cyber Crime Act. Okay.
Talking about cyber stalking.
Yes.
When something like that, I want to say it's not because when we talk of gender, there are two genders. There could be a male, there could be a female. If peradventure it's even a male that happened to, and in the process of dragging him out, probably his genitals to burst open,
in the open,
that will also be gender-based violence, because you're exposing his genitals, which are private. So the impact is enormous. There is the physical impact. I'm sure she's going to visit the hospital. She's going to get herself examined. There is the economic impact, probably means of livelihood. She has
getting a job.
Yes, and there's a caveat already on her life. There is a psychological impact. There is a social impact.
Her self-esteem and all that.
Self-esteem, she has been debased. And there are also many impacts that even time will reveal. The future will reveal. But the impact is enormous, and perhaps the impact may never go away. It may be something she will live with the rest of her life.
Tying it to, you talked a bit about, legislation which actually covers this, so let's just shine the light on this. What are the legal protections, that exist in Nigeria to address this particular?
There are a lot of legislation. In fact, it's not the availability of legislation. It's enormous. I think it's the will to enforce,
to follow through,
and it's coming up in so many areas. Even if you look at what brought about this, it's like we are showcasing that we are not people that want to follow due process. We don't want to follow the law. What brought about the old brouhaha in the first instance is the fact that processes were not followed. Like Dr. Odusote said, we're not here to say you're right, you're wrong.
Yes.
But laws are made. How laws are made is important as how laws are enforced and how laws are applied. If there are policies, the Civil Aviation Act the lady might have violated it, but there is a process. There's something they call SOP, Standard Operating Procedure.
Yeah.
There should be a standard operating procedure in the airport among the
cabin crew,
among the captains and everything. There should be a standard operating procedure that probably if there's something very fundamental that one of the passenger had committed, probably they will have, upon landing, they will have called the security. You will have just walked in and are professionally trained in using restraints.
Yes.
But when the cabin crew member was standing and insisting that probably the lady will not come out, because we saw counter videos coming out as well, indicating that she was falsely imprisoned, which is also another right that was violated. False imprisonment, if you look at section 35 of the Nigerian Constitution 1999, that also shows that she was falsely imprisoned. So probably if the due process had
so there are
been
different
followed,
angles she can actually come from.
there are so many angles that she can press her right. We're not going into the merit of what she did, but we're talking about number one, the process. The process was wrong. Even if she was wrong, the process of enforcing the Civil Aviation Act is wrong. And it exposes the fact that we need a lot of retraining and probably a lot of learning, unlearning and relearning on the part of our cabin crew and the people working in the civil aviation industry.
All right. Okay, Dr. Odusote, let's talk a bit about your organization, Avocats Sans Frontières. What role can organizations like yours play in supporting victims and advocating for their rights? What do you do exactly at Avocats Sans Frontières, and in particular this kind of scenario?
Okay, fine, thanks. Now, we support lawyers to ASFF, Avocats Sans Frontières,
France.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what we do is we support them. We are involved in training. We're involved in advocacy.
Advocacy.
Creating an awareness. And that's why we're here. That's what we are doing at the moment. To be able to tell people that you don't upload people's picture without their consent. You don't expose people nudity. You don't expose people's privacy. And you don't
without our consent. How about if someone takes my picture or wants to make a video of me? Is my consent?
It depends on the context.
Okay.
It depends on the context.
Okay.
You are a celebrity. If you are seen on the road, perhaps your picture can be taken. But if you go to the hospital, your picture should not be taken. Or you are with your kids, or you are with your immediate family, then they are not part of the celebrity status.
So is there like legislation also?
Oh yeah, we have the Constitution.
Now a lot of people do not know this.
That is why we are here, and particularly what happened to the lady, like Dr. Adegbite just said. Staff needs to be trained. In another space, I was explaining to people that there are ways you could have been restrained tactically without getting that far. And it's what we saw. It's quite appalling, degrading, and sincerely speaking, I don't know how she's going to feel post that incident. We are not apportioning blames to anybody, but we are just creating awareness that moving forward, we should be careful the pictures we post. We even forward. Okay, it's not only the person that uploaded those nudity. The people that forwarded it as well
are also complicit in this.
Of course, they are. And it's just not fair.
And a lot of people are guilty, actually.
Absolutely. And it's not something to be happy about. It's like a mob reaction.
Yes.
Everybody's happy. Oh, she did this, she did that, so justifying the circumstance. No, it's not. It's not. We all have wives, we have mothers, we have aunties. That was quite appalling. Degrading.
So from your organization's point of view and from what we've been saying, how can individuals, communities and institutions work together to address TFGBV?
I think there should be a policy in place. In every institution. There should be a policy, a protocol in place. And there should be training and retraining in respect of technological facilitated gender based violence.
Please go on.
You see, you may not feel it until it happens to you.
Until it happens.
And you see, like what had happened to Comfort now, it cannot be recalled. It cannot be deleted.
It cannot.
I was talking to somebody, the person is far away in the US, and they've all seen it. How do you begin to record that process? So it's a damage that is almost irreparable. So we are here to create awareness. You see, something will happen sometimes to people, even in traffic. The first step they should have taken is to rescue. But they begin to do content creation, and so it's not everything that you can record. It's not everything that you can upload. It's not everything you can publish. So what we are saying,
that even calls to question the fact that in this digital age, we're beginning to lose our humanity. So to say, you see an accident scene, or you see someone about to commit suicide, and the first thing you do is to bring out your digital device. You want to record the moment. Everybody's now like a broadcaster or a TV station, so to say. Advocacy. Sorry, I had to cut you short. Advocacy efforts taken to prevent this and promote digital safety. Coming here, this is one of the. Are there other things your organization is doing?
Oh yeah, we work in collaboration with the EU, with sister bodies, and we teach, we help people formulate policies in respect of digital rights and create awareness generally in the digital space. We also defend as well. If there is, particularly if there is if anybody that is in the media space has a problem with the law, by reason of what it does, press, print, social media, and there is a problem, we are there. We help in such instance.
All right, Dr. Adegbite, so in this particular instance, now we're talking about social media. Let's zero in on this. Are there specific laws as regards this now for this victim?
Yes.
How can she seek accountability and justice?
Let me just put it here that very important. There are very important legislation. There is the Data Protection Act.
Data Protection Act
of 2023.
Okay.
And maybe I should start by saying that, like Dr. Odusote mentioned,
yes,
I think we should start a preventive measure. Preventive in the sense that we should not allow things to happen before we respond.
Stop being reactionary.
Yes. Maybe before a child starts using a thing as common as a smartphone, can we educate the child? Can we inculcate in the child the do's and don'ts, that there are consequences, repercussions for doing this if you go off the limit? So that the child will know that when I see something like this, I do not create content, then it will grow with that culture. Then the second is enforcement. I personally believe, I don't know what to really even believe again. Going through my phone just few before coming here, I saw that the minister had called that probably they should pardon these, they should withdraw the case. So I don't really know what to believe, but so many things are there. But why I am personally worried, or why we are worried, is that it will have been a good, the occurrences of what I call this past 1 week will have been a good test. Something to test our laws.
Yes, litmus test.
Yes, so that we follow through the due processes.
And also a deterrent, so to say.
That is where I'm going.
Yes.
Because when you follow through and everybody gets justice, it will be a deterrent that people will know the limits they should go. You will know that if you take somebody's picture, the person is being protected by law. Because where your right start is where your right end is where my starts. So it's the staff that recorded such should have been made to account for the reasons and how the video or the recording got leaked, so that it will be a deterrent to people that are doing the same thing, or people, it has even become a reflex action these days. It's just a spur of the moment that you start recording. You record, but what you do after with that recording, I think, is where our humanity, our common senses should apply.
So it's one thing to record, and it's another thing to
put it
out there.
So I think I believe we should enforce so that it will be a deterrent. People who know the outcome of the investigation, the outcome of what the law, justice system is saying about this kind of issue, so that everybody will walk on the same lane on their part and.
Because actually, it's one thing to have legislation, and it's another to enforce the laws. And this will definitely, deter other people and discourage this kind of behavior. So I was talking about her in particular. Now, what would you advise her to do if she was listening?
Well, like I've given several laws under which she can come. She can come under the 1999 Constitution. She can come under the Cybercrime Act. She can come under the Data Protection Act. She can come under quite a number of things. But the question is, where is the will
to follow through?
To follow through, particularly when there is the incursion of the minister already. So where's the will? She has quite a number of laws to protect her, legislations to protect her. Even if that's why I say it will have been a good instance. Let Ibon Air press charges. Let her also do some counter petitions and everything. Let's see how it will be sorted out by the judiciary and every other institution that has to do with sorting out who is on the right path and giving justice to whoever needs to be given to. It will have been a good scenario, to sort out all these things once and for all. For me, it's like we're just postponing it because if we don't sort it out now, things will happen later that
will warrant this.
So it's better now than we're just postponing the evil days.
All right, a quick detour as we see what traffic is looking like at this time around different parts of town. I have this one from the Lekki Ekpe axis talking about Inner Marina and CBD, where we have appreciable movement from UBA roundabout and NNPC filling station towards Cathedral Church, inwards Journey, Nighthall intersection. Likewise, movement from State House, inwards McQueen Bridge, and connecting Force Road is very okay. It is quite a fast one from Zone 2 underneath and Flagstaff House connecting McQueen Bridge. And yes, we'll definitely come back to that update and give you more feeds from that end and other parts of town. All right, we have of course with us Dr. Odusote and Dr. Adegbite, both associate professors from the University of Lagos. And we have on the front burner, we've been talking about this very, very, very important topic, talking about technology. Okay, let's just pull that up real quick. So, but this is it's actually a new, for me, it's a new word. I feel a lot of people will not, technology facilitated gender-based violence. Gender-based violence, but this one is technologically facilitated in the digital space. And like Dr. Odusote actually rightly stated, in the digital world, it is something that happens here in the next 5 minutes, it could get all the way to Australia. So I'm telling you, when things go that viral, and it might be really, really hard to leave this through. But for people who want to partner, people who want to be a part of this, people who want to know what their rights are, people who just want to have their eyes opened, what's the way forward? Dr. Odusote, let's talk about this.
Well, they can always get in touch with Advocates and Frontiers France Nigeria. We have a website, so they can always Google ASFF Nigeria, and we have help for those people whose rights have been violated already. And I also want to add that technology facilitated gender-based violence goes beyond the context we are discussing. Sometimes people, they record private moments of other people.
There are other types.
They record private moments of other people. Then you begin to threaten them that, you are going to upload this content, you are going to publish this. If they don't do X, it's like holding them to ransom. Maybe you see a lady kissing another man, or you see them in their private moments.
Like blackmail, so to say.
So all that, the law prohibits that. And it's quite appalling.
So they're also part of the law that covers this. Addresses this.
Inclusive of everything Dr. Adegbite and all the laws she had mentioned.
A lot of people do not know this.
That's why we're here, actually. So we're not here to hold brief for comfort. We are just saying that particular aspect of indecent exposure, exposing our nakedness, is appalling.
Okay.
And it should not have been done, and it should not happen again.
All right. So we encourage listeners to take action, support efforts to prevent TFGBV, and of course the numbers for anyone who wants to reach out, to connect. Can we just get numbers we can call? We can reach out to. Is there any number we can reach out to? Yes, please do. For legal aid. Is that for legal aid or just to get more information?
For legal aid, for awareness.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, well, I will pull that up real quick. Of course, we have been discussing the circulation of the non-consensual video following a forced removal of a lady from a particular airline. And we just been doing our best to help you, the audience, understand what TFGBV, which is technologically facilitated gender-based violence, is, what its digital implications, and explore legal protections and accountability path, and also talk about how advocacy efforts to prevent such in future. All right, let's just get the numbers real quick.
09
09
09
09
633
633
97
97
11
11. Okay.
09
09
09
09
633
633
97
97
11.
11. Okay, that's the number to call. And yes, of course, once you reach out to this number, you can always take it to the next step. And okay, so you want to add something, Dr. Adegbite? I see you wanted to say something.
Well, just that, you can also go to the website.
The website, and that's www.
The website.
The website.
And they can just reach that number.
Reach that number. Once you reach that number, of course, someone will attend to you, and will be there to assist you. I must say, it has been a very eye-opening experience on the show. Dr. Adegbite and Dr. Odusote, both associate professors all the way from the University of Lagos, and Avocats Sans Frontières France. They actually are doing an amazing job, advocacy, and letting people know what their rights are, and with the work you do with the legal practitioners, of course. So I'm looking forward to having you on other shows, other editions on the show. Yeah, you want to say something quick?
Yeah,
quick,
I have another number.
Another number we can call.
Yes, please.
Amazing. Okay, let's
07
07
03
03
782
782
82
82
03.
03. Okay, so 070 3782 8203, and then 090 9633 9711. Thank you so much for coming around and sharing your knowledge, and of course telling us the way forward. It's been a great time on the show, and like I said, we'd love to have you on other shows on the station. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, quite an eye-opening experience. It's good you're right. Up next is the State News at 7. Stay close.